Okay, I'd like to make a couple of videos here on using GitHub, Git and GitHub and Github Desktop to help us with our workflow, to keep our work organized, to keep our work safe, and really so that we can keep it synchronized and work on any computer really, and access our code wherever we want. So this first video is just going to be on getting started with GitHub. I've got another slide here that kind of talks about the main idea. And the main idea is what we're going to have here is GitHub is actually on the cloud. It's a web page, right? A hosting service where we can store our files. You can kind of think of it as Google Drive if you're familiar with that, right? You can store all your documents on the cloud so that you can access them from any computer. So same kind of idea here. On my local computer, I've got my files and I want to synchronize between my files on the local computer and whatever's stored on GitHub, right? So if I make changes here, I want those changes to synchronize so that they're shown on the cloud. So if I go to another local computer, right, I can download to another computer and have the same files on there. And when I make changes there, I'll sync back to GitHub. And then when I go to a different computer, it'll go back to get the newest version and I'll work with that for my local computer. And what's going to act as kind of the middleman to help us is Github Desktop. And also Git is kind of going to be working on your local computer. GitHub Desktop uses Git to keep track of version control on your local computer. But GitHub Desktop allows us to synchronize and communicate. It tracks, hey, things changed here, or oh, hey, things changed here, and it'll help us keep things up to date and synchronized. Okay, so that's the main idea. Local computer files, cloud files, keeping them synchronized so that if I have another, right, copy and paste this, if I have another local computer somewhere else, I can also keep it synchronized with GitHub, right? And GitHub Desktop kind of works to help us do that synchronization. Okay, so let's get started. What we need to do first of all is create a GitHub account. Okay, so I'm on sign up here, just github.com, and I have created my fake student 733 at gmail.com. Oh, hold on, they wanted me to, I'm doing things in the wrong place already. They wanted my email there, fake student, so I should just do fake student. Oh, that's not available. How about 7? Yeah, awesome. I think that's the same as my Replit username. Okay, so fake student 7, and then we'll make a password for this. Okay, looks green. We'll try that. Sign up for GitHub. Okay, creating your account. It's verifying. Please solve this puzzle so we know you are a real person. I don't see a puzzle. I'm just going to hit verify. Oh, there we go. What it's the... There we go. Done. Phew, I passed. That was a lot of pressure. I was worried I'd mess up. Okay, send me occasional. No, that's okay. Join a free plan. I think that's what I want to do. Join a free plan. Okay, and it gives me this stuff, blah, blah, blah. What kind of work do we do? How much programming experience? Do I need to have to do this? Nope, I'm just going to say complete setup. Verify your email address. Okay, I'm just going to pause for a second while I make sure that it goes to my email address and I will verify it. Hold on. Okay, so I verified my email address and it took me here, gave me the message your email was verified, and what do you want to do first? Oh, there's a learn how to use GitHub. Maybe you should watch this instead of this tutorial. But anyway, that's okay. Create an organization. We'll talk about organizations later. Create a repository. We'll get there. Skip this for now. And here's kind of my homepage. This is me, fake student 7, profile, repositories, etc. I can sign out, go to settings, all that good stuff, and create your first project. Okay, anyway, I have a GitHub account. We're going to leave that for now. In the next video, we'll create a new project. The next thing we need, now that we have our GitHub account, is we will need GitHub Desktop. GitHub Desktop, awesome. So there is a way to do all the synchronizing with command line commands, tools, whatever, but I find this a lot easier when you're first starting. So I'm going to download for Windows, and that should download. Wonderful, and we'll install it. And then, like I said, GitHub Desktop is going to look like this. It's going to have their current repository. It'll keep track of, hey, what changes have happened, and we'll be able to synchronize. This fetch origin is when it talks about communicating with GitHub. And then what's down here is kind of the things that have changed on your local computer. So we'll see what that looks like. Okay, it looks like it's done there. So we'll run that executable. Hopefully, there it is. Okay, it's being installed and it'll launch once it's done. Nice little stars flashing. That's beautiful. Maybe I'll pause the video and once, oh, here we go. Okay, went to my other screen. So here we go. GitHub Desktop is a seamless way to contribute to projects on GitHub. Sign in below to get started with your existing projects. New to GitHub, create your free account. Okay, so we already created our account, so we can just sign into github.com. We just did a free plan, not an enterprise server plan. So we'll just click that one. And that popped up over here. Let's see if I can remember. Fake student 7, so you can do your email address or your username. And then my password was, not going to tell you, sorry. And hopefully that'll do what I want. Okay, authorize GitHub Desktop. Sure. Wants to do this, repositories, all that good stuff. Yes. Open GitHub Desktop. Sure. Okay, configure Git. So remember I talked about how Git is kind of the version control software that keeps track of all of our changes. And then GitHub Desktop uses Git and GitHub to communicate. If I publish commits, that's fine. Sure. I don't know. You can do that if you want. I don't always feel great about that. Okay. And now this is GitHub Desktop. Okay, I'm just going to shut this one down for a second. And I don't need this anymore. And I'll keep, I don't need this anymore. We'll just have GitHub open. And what happened to GitHub Desktop? That's this one. Okay. So, actually, I think I'm going to pause this video here. We've now got GitHub Desktop set up. We've got our GitHub account set up. If you go into here, into options, you can look at, okay, yeah, I'm signed in as my fake student 7. You can look at, I don't know what this stuff does. Oh, that's just what we confirmed. Oh, some integrations is cool. It recognizes that I've got Visual Studio Code installed. If you have other editors you like, you can set that up here. Appearance, you can play around with 2 options. That's nice. So we could go dark or light. Let's go dark. And then some advanced stuff. Ask me confirmation. Sure, that's fine. Okay, we'll save. All right, I'm going to pause this video here. In the next one, we will look at some of the other tasks that we wanted to do, creating and synchronizing a new project. And then I'll do a video on using start code and then keeping organized with GitHub organizations. Okay, hopefully that went smoothly for you. You should now have a GitHub account and GitHub Desktop installed on your machine. Okay, take care and we'll see you in the next video.